Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of our FusionFall retro playthrough. My name is Prizzy, and in the last part we got to level 25. Got to level 25, we got a new Mandy Nano that we're rocking today. And yeah, we had to go back to talk to Juniper Lee, so I ended up just cutting that journey. We ended up in the Darklands at the very end of our thing, but we don't really need to do anything there yet. Instead, we get to start to do some level 25 things. And today, I decided that since I didn't hate myself enough for doing that Off-Road Plaza platforming, I would go to probably the other worst area in the entire game and do the missions that we can do there, being the Catacombs. So that's what we're going to do for now. We also have to turn in this, and we have some other quests to do, but we're going to be spending a majority of this part in the Catacombs, which is, if you've gotten this far in the game, not your favorite area, I guarantee it. Also, before we get into that, I'd like to thank Queen Talia, Random Cosplayer, and Douglas Morgan for suggesting Billy Mandy Grimm as our Nano lineup. I'm sure there are probably more of you who said that, but as of the time of me recording this, you three were the first ones, so nice. We're going to be using Billy, Mandy, Grimm. I've already went to gumballed them, just so I don't forget. And I guess let's get into it. We have to turn in this quest that we have, Building a Master Arsenal. We have to talk to Juniper Lee. Apparently, last episode, Jack told us that we had some kind of crazy power where we can turn defeated enemies into weapons and then use those weapons to forge a master weapon of some kind. How will we transform these strange weapons into a master weapon? With all of us studying the weapons you bring back, someone's bound to figure it out. So Samurai Jack knows of the master weapon. We need to figure out how to combine all the weapons into one. That was part, I believe, 3 out of not 4. So we do have to go. I think Ben 10 has the final mission for this part. But right now, we have missions to take. We have Courage, Nowhere Dog. He's the next guy that we have. Oh dear, this ain't a map of nowhere. You have a map of the really twisted forest. The really twisted forest is really scary. Run! Then tell me what you find. That's what we're going to be doing. We got an email as well. Hey, the next stash of crazy brain candy must be in the really twisted forest. We got to get it before Fuse does. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, yes you do, Ed, yes you do. We also have a mission from Kevin as well. If I can talk to, can I talk to Kevin? There we go. Going Berserk Part 1. The creatures in the upper catacombs have started to get really aggressive. I need some help fighting the aubergine meanies. Don't think that's how you pronounce them. Very aware, but... So that kind of... We probably won't get to Courageous today, but... We can start this one, which takes us to the Catacombs. The Lower Catacombs are a notorious era. Both Catacombs actually are pretty notorious. So you have to defeat aubergine meanies. However, first thing we have to do actually, we have this Eggplant hidden base here. So I don't know, if you guys don't know, the story behind the Catacombs is this is underneath nowhere technically, and there's kind of a war going on between the mutant eggplants and the chickens from outer space. However, we're kind of coming in the tail end of that, and there are hidden bases around the Catacombs. This is the Eggplant hidden base, and there's a guy in here that has a mission. Mel Anzana. Aye, 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 my people, the eggplants of nowhere, are being tormented by the chickens from outer space. Soon we'll be at war. Will you help us? And we do. We have to find the mysterious chickens. We'll probably do that last. The reason why this area is so not liked is because it's so big. Hold on. Go to the map. It's so big, so confusing. There's so many paths. You get lost really easily. There's like no landmarks. It's very easy to get lost. There's a lot of monsters. It's just all in all not a fun time. But let's take out some of these meanies for Kevin because he wants us to. So I feel like that would probably be a good idea for us to do. Our nanos are going to be pretty good against them, so might as well just go for it. You know. Oh wow, I did not mean to get all of you guys in that, but you know, I guess we'll do it if you want. I don't know if we can survive this attack. Yeah, we can. We got them all 3. Perfect, actually. That really does a lot of our job for us, to be honest. And then we can kind of just do this and take out this last guy. Hey, it looks like one of them dropped what looks like an indigo whip. Bring it here. Okay, Kevin. I will bring it here. The minimap is also really weird. I guess if you're playing through this, because technically the Lower Catacombs are over on this side of the map. As you can see, we're like all the way on the corner of the map. That's not really where they are. They're technically supposed to be under nowhere. Please come see me near the research station in Forsaken Valley. I will, but I don't think I can this level, so I'm not going to now. But Tetrax will have the next part of this mission. But it doesn't tell you to like go out of the warp pipe. It really tells you to go off into nowhere, which you really can't do from down there. But this collision on Kevin is kind of weird too. So what? So a stupid indigo whip fell out of a stupid aubergine meanie? Leave it with me and I'll check it out. Meanwhile, Tetrarch said you need to go see him. You said that monsters have been dropping these weapons when you fight them? That's pretty weird. Whatever, I'll take a look at this whip. That's also part of the, it's kind of, I don't think the whole mission is part of that. I think it's just part 1 is kind of a little bit of tie into the master weapon kind of thing. But let's go and find ourselves some chickens. Okay, so we have to find the mysterious chickens, which are all the way in the bottom. And you'll be able to see relatively quickly why this area is super, super not fun. It should be fine. It's just, if you want to go through without hitting any monsters, you're going to have a really bad time. Just because it's very easy to trigger monsters attacking you like this. I don't even think he actually attacked me, to be honest. I think I kind of just jumped into him, but the corridors are really, really tiny, so if you want to try to avoid monsters, it's really hard to. Luckily, our nano comp is like relatively decent, so we can take out these guys pretty easily. It does kind of get, so it also cuts open to these like really open areas. However, there are monsters like literally everywhere. So if you want to try to navigate through these, you're probably going to have a real bad time because they're going to all try to attack you like those guys are about to. I'm going to try to do my best to sneak around and not get hit, at least by as many of them as I can. I think if I go this way, I can probably get hit by this guy only, and then I'll only have to take out one. There we go. It also is really weird because I think the orientation that you kind of find yourself in is very confusing as well. Especially like in terms of like, I don't know, it's a weird way to explain it, but like the way that the mini-map is set up versus the way that the actual dungeon is set up feels really weird. So it's really hard to find your direction, and you feel like you're going one way, but you're actually not. I'm just gonna run through these guys. I think I got enough speed. But these are also, so down here there's the grave worms, there's the mutant eggplants, and then there's the mutant chickens. And essentially what we'll find out, I guess I don't want to spoil the mission line, but you'll find some eggplants and stuff kind of around here. I think they say something really dumb. Fuse just trapped me here. Yeah, you're very much trapped, I guess, in a rock. We've made it to the upper catacombs, which is technically the lower. That's why it's so weird. And then you'll be able to find a lot of gross monsters like these. These are crypt worms, so these are even hard. These are level 26, so we technically, I don't even think should be fighting these guys right now. But well, I guess we kind of have to. I think the monsters we're gonna have to fight for the mutant chicken line is probably just as strong because they're also in the upper catacombs. Yeah, the whole place is just really confusing. Just because of the whole upper-lower thing, the directions are weird. It's not too hard to find reasons as to why this is one of the people's least favorite areas in the game. Which I guess the timing's really bad because all of the least favorite areas in the game kind of happen around the same level. The spaceport, the catacombs. We'll eventually get to, I know Monkey Mountain's not very high on people's list either, and that's coming up pretty soon. So it's just unfortunate that they all kind of end up in the same area. And a lot of the really cool areas are all in the beginning of the game, too. Not to say there aren't cool areas in the later end of the game. Okay, so we found the fusion chickens that they want us to fight. I believe they are level 26. The foul freaks, yes, they are. So I want to try to get over to the waypoint without... I will say, though, the catacombs are... Because they could have made this really lazy, and they could have just made a fusion layer that's, like, just really big, but they didn't. So I'm really glad that they put in a lot of detail here. Okay, there's chicken encampment is around here somewhere, so we have to defeat the foul fiends and get a green egg. Are these foul fiends? I think these are foul freaks. Yes, they are. I think I might die too. No, I'm fine. Well, there's an effect of resurrecting right here. So that's another reason as to why the people don't like the catacomb missions. We just found the foul freaks, right? But we need to kill the foul fiends for the mission. It's very confusing, I know. There's also, I believe there's a little bit of a, looks like there's an NPC down this corridor. I'm pretty sure it's just a chicken. Oh no, it's just an eggplant. I think we have to find him for one of the missions. I don't know if it's one of the ones we have to do now or not. I'm trapped. Can't you tell? No, I can't. I can't tell. Because you don't look that trapped. Our gumballs wore off. Let me re-gumball. Might go through some gumballs this time.
So long. Here we go again.
And then I want to try to find... Well, I'm always so bad at figuring this out. Okay, so the chicken hidden base is there. So we need to go this way. Because you can take the chicken mission... Because there are chicken missions and there are eggplant missions. You can do them simultaneously. And it's a lot more efficient if you do them that way. Because you kind of have to travel all the way around the catacombs like multiple times. And you can do twice as many missions, essentially. The chicken hidden base is also very hard to find, I found. Very hard to find, I found. But yeah, we're gonna have to... Oh, probably gonna have to sneak through these guys. I don't want to fight any of these guys at all. The chicken hidden base is like right over there, so you can see the little pipe, the warp pipe from Mario, essentially, is kind of what they're hiding behind. But here we go. We found the chicken hidden base. And there's the chicken guy. General So. I am General So, or TSO. It's probably So based on, you know, commanding officer for the chicken from outer space. Can you help me find the eggplants that have been attacking my people? Bach? And we have to find the aubergine meanies. And where are these guys? They're up at the top, which is perfect, because that's also where we need to go, is up to the top. And these are the foul freaks, I believe, that we have to take out right here. Or the foul fiends, my bad. Again, very confusing names. I'd prefer if they were just all the same enemy. But that's fine. These are foul fiends, so we can take these out. This would be ideal for us to do. Because we need the green egg. I also love how there are swords and stuff kind of planted in the ground. See, as much as, like, it is I will admit, it is a very bland area. There isn't that much here. But a lot of the set pieces, a lot of the cool, I guess there isn't really good examples in this room, but there's like the really weird plants and stuff, and there's like some, I don't know if we'll be able to find it. It's kind of near it's kind of hidden away, but there's like this kind of sunken city that looks really cool, and it's only ever used here. So that kind of stuff is really cool to see in the catacombs. But I obviously will admit that like some of the stuff is not exactly like the best in the world. There's definitely some better looking areas in the game. But for what it is, I will take it. Oh, come on. I didn't move that far away from where you're supposed to be. That's also something that's kind of annoying, is because there's a lot of open areas, so you think you're free to like move around as much as you want, but obviously you can't move too far away from an enemy, or else they will kind of... This might not be a good idea. I might be able... No, I'll be fine. I was gonna say I might die to this guy. There we go, got the green egg. Look, that chicken from outer space dropped an egg. Please bring it to me. Can do, because we're coming up that way anyway. We need to go grab the aubergine meanies. That is what we need to find. But essentially, if you can't tell what's happening, the fusion enemies, the fusion eggplants and the fusion chickens, are all attacking... They're attacking the opposition. So, like, the fusion chickens are attacking the eggplants, and the fusion eggplants are attacking the chickens. And they, because they are colorblind, I guess, can't tell that... I just do not want to get attacked by these guys. I guess I'll have to. They do not want to... I'm getting attacked by, like, 4 people at once. Oh, my gosh. There's no way I survive this. There's no way. I guess this is like a safe spot right here. I just need to heal up and run. Run! Oh, how am I alive? I got hit when I had 0 HP. But we made it. We made it to the things. I guess it wouldn't have been a too big deal because I'm pretty sure the Resurrectum's relatively nearby. That's another thing as to why, because you have to run around a lot and you have to run through a bunch of enemies that you don't need to fight. So, alright, we gotta go find the eggplants. I guess we already technically found them because we fought them for the Kevin Levin Michigan, but... I'm not gonna fight any of them until I get to the waypoint. There we go. I'm probably gonna die, but there's a Resurrectum right over there, so I'm fine. And we can go in the eggplant base while we do that. Halt! This is where most of those mutant eggplant creatures live. Well, I guess first of all, let's turn in this mission. Wait a minute, this egg is made of that alien goo that's been plaguing our planet. Now I'm very confused. And now we have to go deliver the egg back to the General So. Thin their ranks and report back to me. Bok bok. So, pretty much all of these missions involve you running to and from the eggplant base and the chicken base, and vice versa, with occasional stops at monster spawns to fight them. If you can't tell that by now. But as I was saying, the eggplants are attacking the chickens are attacking the eggplants, and they think that it's each other, but very quickly in the mission line, as in like halfway through the first part, they realize that it's not actually them, and it's they're being attacked by fusion. So I kind of wish that it was a bit different. I kind of wish that it took them a longer time to figure it out that it was each other attacking, or that it wasn't each other attacking, and that it was what's it called? And that it was that wasn't the fusions, that it was each other. But I guess it makes sense because like if you it's pretty easy to figure out that they are not the ones being attacked. That's okay. One more eggplant will do it. Oh, we're getting attacked by multiple. I'm not trying to get attacked by multiple. I'm getting attacked by 3 at once. Not a good idea. Wait just 1 minute. Those aren't eggplants. Yeah, we know. We're aware. We all know at this point. Those creatures are more of those awful goo monsters. Report to me immediately. Also, something I forgot to mention, something also very annoying about the catacombs is that, you see this arrow on the mini-map? You think it's pointing in the direction I need to go. It's very much not. So essentially what it is that the eggplant base is technically up here on the map space, and the chicken base is, if this map would go any faster, the chicken base is technically down here in the map base. However, the warp to the chicken base is like right here. So you don't follow the arrow because it doesn't tell you where you need to go. It's very confusing in that regard. Also another reason, because people get lost all the time following the arrow and they don't. They're like, well, how am I supposed to get to the base I need to get to? We're also going to just kind of run past all these guys as best we can, because I really do not want to fight them under any circumstances. Do not want to fight the worms. I said I don't want to fight the worms. I guess I'll have to fight this worm. That's fine. I can fight one worm. I have a quota of 1 worm to fight. Okay, here we go. So we have to go, I believe that way is the way to get to the eggplant. I've gone through the catacombs, if you've watched my stream, so many times, just because I got super lost there, and it took me at least like two attempts. Like I think I went there, got super lost, gave up, and then had to come back and do it again. So I kind of know where things are at now. I never made it this far when I played it as a kid, so I was never really in tune with the catacombs. But I believe just down that hallway is the place we need to be, or at least what I'm thinking of is the chicken base. I think I can see the warp pipe. So yeah, there it is. There's also some cannons on the ground. That's kind of cool. An old battle took place here potentially. I don't know. All right, Mr. Chicken, here we are. Back to your abode. What's up, General So? What's this, an egg? I've never seen anything like it. Fuse's creatures must be impersonating my people. Then we also have this one as well. Really, it doesn't... We have to go talk to Melanonza twice. I'm going to wait for his dialogue to update, because then I'll know what it is. We have no qualms with the eggplants of nowhere. You! Tell the eggplants so they will quickly stop attacking us. Buck, buck. So we got to go back. We got to go all the way back to Mel. So as you can see, it's kind of ridiculous how much they are sending us back and forth between the chickens and the eggplants already, and we are not even. This is part 1. Obviously, part 2 and I believe there's only 3 missions that we can get at this part. I believe we can get part. I'm just gonna hold on. I'm just running between. I'm just running the completely wrong way. No, I'm not. I'm running the right way. I just might die. Please heal. Thank you. So essentially, I believe we can get part 1 of both, and then part 2 of the chickens missions, and then the rest of the missions are all level 26. So we can't get them yet, obviously. But it doesn't mean that we can't struggle while we do these 3. We're not even done with any of them yet. I guess we will be. I'm pretty sure both missions end. But even though we're going to have to run back to the chicken anyway, because I'm pretty sure he gives us part 2. I did not mean for Mandy to get clapped like that. With the I didn't even hear the corruption attack like thing go off. I think if we die, we respawn at the base. So I'm just gonna die. Here, attack me, attack me, attack me, you cowards, cowards! Please have this work. Yay! Look at that speedrun strat. Okay, Mel. So the chickens from outer space are not the ones attacking the eggplants. It was Fuse all along. I should have guessed. Bah. So that was indeed a fuse egg, and the chickens from outer space are innocent. Well, that's embarrassing. Thank you for the information. Take this with a blessing from my fellow eggplants. And then, yep, okay, didn't update. We didn't finish that mission. I'm going to wait for his dialogue to update so we can actually see what he was saying. That means we have to go all the way back to General So. And that's gonna be a rough one. Come on. Change your dialogue, buddy. What? Fuse's creatures are taking the form of eggplants and attacking the chickens from outer space? Well, that explains a thing or two. And now, we gotta go all the way back to the chickens. Oh, I was starting to think that we were starting to run a bit slow. Because our gumball wore off.
Later.
I don't know. I always do that. Whenever I gumball an ammo that I already have out, I always put it back and retake it out. Just in case it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it applies even if it's still out anyway, but I always like to just, like booting our computer back up, I just try to reset it sometimes. I'm stuck on a thing. Don't want to be stuck on a thing. Attack me, I dare you. I dare you. Okay, I'm going to take you out, because you have always attacked me every single time, and it's kind of annoying. Maybe by the end of this we'll be superstars at running through the catacombs. We'll be like the fastest. If catacombs had a race, we'd be #1. We'd be top of the leaderboard.
Let's move it, people.
I'm very thankful that the catacombs is not an infected zone, and that means that would have a race. It also honestly doesn't even make sense to have an infected zone because it's not really infected. It's barely infected at all. I don't think there's any. I guess there's some. There has to be some, but like you barely see any fusion infection on the ground or anything. It's really all just the green chickens that you can see. I heard that time. Yeah, we're almost back. I have to kind of run the perimeter just so the chickens don't attack me. I guess this chicken's going to attack me, but 1 is fine. Again, quota of 1. I can handle 1. And we've made it back to the chickens once again. Oh, man.
So long.
Chicken from outer space. General So. Please have this mission be over. Thank you. Bach! Those horrible eggplants were actually Fuse's monsters in disguise. You've been a great help to the chickens from outer space, Bach. Just as I thought, the eggplants claim innocence. But Melanzana, thinks that the chickens from outer space are attacking the eggplants. Most curious. Thank you for the help, human Bok. No, we've resolved all of the problems. Why do the eggplants think the chickens from outer space are attacking them? Isn't it obvious? Fuse! Find the monsters that are impersonating the chickens. We've already figured this out. Like, we've cracked the case. The eggplants have cracked the case already. But it's okay, we can do one more mission, I guess, for you. Some more fusion matter. It'll get us closer to our Coco man, alright? Coco is next? Coco is next, perfect. Okay, find the fuse chickens, I think it's what it says. And it's in the next room. So we're fine. I like how it says find the fuse chickens and not the fusion chickens or the fuses chickens or the green chickens or anything. It's the fuse chickens. Okay, defeat 7 foul fiends. I can definitely do that. Stay alert. The faux chickens are close by. Or the faux chickens. You could have said that. That would have been cool. Fuse is going to learn that he can't mess with the chickens from outer space. Well, I would not want to mess with the chickens from outer space either. If you make me run across the catacombs back and forth 3 entire times, I guess it would technically be 4. I really hope. I can already kind of tell how the mission's gonna go. I don't remember exactly how it goes, so I might be wrong. But I'm pretty sure after this, he's gonna be like, "Go tell the eggplant," and then come back to me after you do that. But at least we're doing something. At least we're fighting. We can go. These are all, obviously very... I want to use my Hex Staff more as well. I don't think it does that much damage, though, compared to the Scatter Gun. So I guess it's not really worth it, because I have range this way. But these three are actually a really good combination. Not bad for a flightless human. Return to me for your reward. Oh, he's not going to make us go talk to the Eggplant. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I am ecstatic with joy. Here we go. And we made it back. Hi, it's the Canker Family Relationship Therapist. Oh my gosh. I didn't know it said that. That's actually hilarious. Oh, I love that. I love the flavor text in this game. It's so fun. Because there's so much I haven't seen. There's so many left that I imagine I've never seen that are hilarious like that. Candy's a waste of time. Not that one. That one's kind of dumb. Good work tracking down those foul imposters. You can't fool the chickens from outer space. Bok bok. Thank you. I won't tolerate this type of behavior from Fuse. No one gives the chickens from outer space a bad name. Anyway, here's your present. And I think that's it, because let me check the little checklist right now just to make sure that we did everything. Chickens from outer space part 1 and 2, done. Mutant Eggplant's attack, done. Going Berserk part 1, done. And Building Master Arsenal, done. I kind of planned for that to take a lot longer. I forgot how many times we had to run back and forth across the catacombs, so I kind of... Oh yeah, there's a little bit of fuse infection in here. Okay, I can't say that there's none. But I think that's going to be our part today. It is a bit short. Actually, 20 minutes. It's a pretty average length part. Shorter than it was, because the last couple parts have all been like kind of towards an hour. But this is a shorter part. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the series, make sure you leave a like on the video, and go back and watch some of the old ones in the playlist. I would really appreciate that. As well as leave a comment with your feedback, leave a comment with your nano suggestions. There have been a couple of really good nano... I guess I'll open my crates while I say this, just in case we get anything good. But there have been a couple of really good nano suggestions. Ooh, okay. A Chromastone Helmet. I don't think I can wear that. That looks so dumb, but it looks so awesome. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep wearing that. That's awesome. Scary Mask, always cool as well. Improved Infantry Pants. That looks kind of dope. I'll keep wearing that. I'll keep that on. Are these just regular blue jeans? I'll keep those on too. Alright. If you guys want to see another nano suggestion, I have all of these nanos. So let me know your nano suggestions in the comments, and if I use them, I'll shout you out. There are some really good ones in the comments. I'm sure there's plenty more to go. And also, if you guys don't mind hitting the subscribe button, I would really, truly appreciate it. I thank every single person who subscribes. I really do. It does mean a lot to me. And if you hit the notification bell and turn notifications on, and you tell me so I know, I'll give you guys a crispy shout out in a future playthrough part. That's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time with some more FusionFall retro fun. All right, guys. Bye.